Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm One Jack here with another Counter-Strike Global Offensive cast. This time, Team or Vitality versus Ninjas in Pajamas on this first map of Inferno. Should be an exciting one. Both teams that can perform at a very high level and have shown strong results in this group so far. Both teams that are very beatable. This could go either way. We've got the Ninjas starting off on the T side with a pretty light buy, but some utility on knock, a couple flashbangs could be pointing towards an execute as the team streams out towards A. Vitality, you're ready for it though. Big push down mid as RPK and Zuta are already clear. And the crossfire. RPK's flank takes down 3 before he's traded out, but Shox does die for free. Mizuta still deep down mid. He's got that bomb covered. Knock knows it, but the smoke will allow him to retrieve it and head towards Apps in the 2v3. But Knock goes down. CDR will trade out and take down ZyWoo, but now left all alone in a 1v2, but he does know where the bomb is. As do Team Vitality. Getting this first duel would be huge, and he spots the first player. Apex not giving him a head to click on. ZTR needed to find that one quickly because now they can converge. Vitality players can take this 2v1 with their superior firepower. Interesting to see Apex on the P2K. Unusual choice, but see how it pans out. And no, we won't, as Mizuta finishes ZTR off with Apex babysitting the bomb, and the first round goes to Team Vitality. Good play there. A lot of aggression out of RPK, unpunished as Ninjas in Pajamas went up second mid and gave up all the space in main. Ninjas are going to force up as we have Deagles and a scout, as well as 5 smoke grenades across the board. Not going to see if he can find some heads. Team Vitality on SMGs and Famouses looking to farm up some cash. Plopsky getting burned out on Banana, loses most of his health, but does make it over onto Logs. Apex will push him, try to take him down, but Plopsky hits the shot. Great job from the low health player. That gun should be retrieved. That'd be an MP9. Not picked up yet. Yeah, sitting a little out of range. Shox's nade could absolutely finish off Plopsky. But Hampus on close gets that one tap on a Mizuta and picks up a gun. He'll take some damage from the return. It looks like caught a famous bullet. Ninjas, 2 players going down low, but trading out for 2 fully equipped Vitality players. This is a great start. That coffin smoke will push Shox away, along with the flashbang preventing him from getting an entry kill. The Ninjas have control of the site with all 5 players. Shox lurking in the smoke. There are 2 very low health players. These sprays could find Hampus on this bomb plant, and he's spraying right over his shoulder. The bomb plant goes through, and Shox takes some damage too. How did he not find that kill? And Hampus takes damage from a frag and still doesn't go down. Nothing going Vitality's way in this second round, and they need to find some picks fast if they want a chance at this defuse. No kits here. They had no faith in the Ninjas' ability to take a site and are getting punished for it. And this is already too late. Vitality out of there. Hiding in construction. Just looking to find some exits. And Rez! Oh, these Deagles. ZTR with one as well. And Vitality. All 5 of them go down, giving up all their weapons. The Deagles from Ninjas in Pajamas. Dastardly in that second round. Mizuta not ready for Hampus pushed up. They knew Plopsky was low. They thought he'd be hiding Logs. That was a pretty wide swing, though, against the Deagles. You have to wonder if that was the right call there, knowing that there's likely at least 1 or 2 more players watching Banana. Mizuta definitely not the strongest player on the Vitality roster over the last few maps. A player we'd love to see a little more out of. We know he has the potential. We know he can frag. Perhaps just struggles a little bit with his confidence and with his decision-making in these scrappy rounds. Do have 3 players defending the B bomb site. Apex on a boost at the CZ, hoping to find some heads. Ninja's not interested in challenging as they didn't get that free pick and have very little information, but now they're going to be pushing over towards the A site. Perhaps we're able to infer a stack on that B side. They're going to take control of the mid opening. Smoked off of doors, though. Of Arch, excuse me. No rotates from Vitality. They're keeping the 3 players on B site. They're waiting for the push back. Arch and Library smokes go out. The rotates are going to be too late. They're going to have to come down banana if they come at all. ZyWoo and RPK to be tested in this crossfire. Flopsky finds the first. The second will likely fold. He should have spotted RPK on Balk there. It's okay. His teammate gets the trade. RPK did find Hampus on the push-in with a nice headshot as all three players swung out at the same time. And their patience bought enough time for these rotates as we now have Apex and Mizuta in a crossfire and Shocks in support. While Ninjas are all pinned down on this bomb site. Apex sprints in off the flash, not able to find a kill. Rez's spray will take him down. Plopsky finishes off Mizuta. Shocks left all alone. Maybe one more kill in him, but not likely. Perhaps just hoping to pin some Ninjas down into the bomb site, see if he can take away a few guns. Nope. Smokes off the retreat, heads for apps. Very clean play coming out from the Ninjas, losing that pistol round, taking back the next two in decisive fashion. Apex could have done so much here with these players completely blind and just these wild sprays right around the head. Oh, that's gotta hurt. That's a frustrating set of misses right there. Vitality still on basically no buy. Shocks kept his deagle, and that's it. Ninjas, though, odd smattering of guns, trying to save up a little bit, knowing they're up against a weak buy. Should be okay with these SMGs, the FAMAS, and the Scout for knock. Likely looking to get an op in the next round, either from him or dropped over from Plopsky. Hampus getting a bit of info, doesn't see a player on coffins. Perhaps suspicious, though, might have seen a pixel of Shocks. Shocks playing very patient, and Plopsky takes his head off as soon as his patience expires. Hampus finds the second. That should be the B bomb site. Not much Apex can do, though he does recover Shocks' deagle. Chipping away at Plopsky, Hampus will finish him off. CDR hoping to catch some of these rotates, but he falls off of mid right as ZTR backs, or right as he would have gotten a couple of clean frags. Might have gotten the information that ZyWoo and RPK were running down mid, though. He should have, as we've got Plopsky heading over towards banana with Rez in support. Vitality, not interested in a retake attempt here, just hoping to maybe find some exits. CDR still skulking around. Rez knows they're here. Plopsky takes one, ZyWoo down to no health, and Rez will finish the job. Again, Ninjas with a decisive victory, but now we're going to have Vitality in with most of a buy. Definitely no op this round, but we should see at least rifles, utility, and some amount of armor. A few players missing head armor, and Hampus staying on that Mac 10, Rez on that FAMAS, that could become very relevant. Hampus finds ZyWoo's head or Apex's early on. That's going to sting. Two players on the defense for Vitality. They've been overwhelmed with three, but now they have two with rifles. And the utility exchange slightly favoring the Ninjas. Oh, as I say that, Plopsky takes a frag grenade right to the face. Goes down to 17. Bit of a tense position as Shocks and RPK both up in halls. Them and ZTR not aware of each other, but it looks like Shocks finds the first. He heard ZTR begin running. Hampus, though, followed him up. Shocks and RPK should have heard that, but they're going to give a little space. They're going to head back out towards balcony, satisfied with that one kill, knowing that a lot of utility damage went their way. They have the numbers here. Ninja's still looking for this A play, but we've got three full health, fully equipped players over on this site. This is going to be tricky. I'd love to find a pick, or maybe they're going to start looking back towards banana, which Shocks will preempt by running back that way. Would be enormous if Hampus could find this kill on balcony, but RPK played this position last round. Hampus should be ready for it. RPK will fall off into mini. With the crossfire with ZyWoo, Plopsky Blind bouncing on in just to get some information. RPK will swing out and find 2. Ninja's not able to crack the Vitality defense there. Looked weak with pistols, but once they got the full buy, great wall. Ninja's just seeming like they were waiting for a mistake that never really came, although this was pretty pivotal. Not Plopsky, I guess, must have just been blinded there, must have just realized there wasn't a lot he could do with that scout, hoping to make some players give up their position, but did not pan out. All of Banana set aflame. Both teams just sort of camping either side of it. We actually had 4 Vitality players, hoping to do a lot more damage than they did with that early flurry of utility. There, Plopsky takes a couple of nades again, down to 6, and he'll grab Nox op. Plopsky definitely a capable opper when necessary. See if he can find anything with his remaining 6 health. Apex still missing head armor here. Interesting choice, I guess. On the CT side, not as big a deal. With 1850 in the bank, could have well afforded it. And Rezo finds ZyWoo on the walkout peak. RPK on Balk for the 3rd time, not able to find a kill there. Apex finds 1, but the kills do favor the Ninjas, as they'll have 3 players and that op in hand. Mizuta, just gonna stay on the B-bomb site, have a lovely little look around, ask if we can just all stay friends. I said last round that the Ninjas were looking for Vitality to make a mistake, to give something up, as they were playing very patient on the approach, not really executing any major set pieces. And that time it was ZyWoo to give it up. He just walked out on a swing from the main bomb site right into one of the Ninjas players from short. Yeah, Rez playing right here on the cart. ZyWoo just did not expect a player there or expected to be able to hit that first shot, but it's not a great swing, and he goes down for free for it. And then the resulting exchange, they're again ready for RPK's position. He's been on Balk over and over again, hopefully trying to condition them. Might see him play towards Pit or Mini, or even back towards Graveyard in future rounds, because the Ninjas are definitely checking the balcony now that he's claimed a couple of frags from that position. ZyWoo with the aggressive peek finally brings the op out on this CT side. Knock pushing through the fire for an opening shot, doesn't hit anything. The smoke will keep him from taking too much damage. Another giant pile of utility. Plopsky avoids the worst of it for the first time in a while. Only taking 15, but Mizuta pushed up on the smoke. Plopsky just waiting it out and will lose his life for it. Good aggressive play for Mizuta, and Shocks finds Rez coming out of second mid. Playing in that little cubby position. ZR knows Shocks is there, knows he can't peek out a boiler without some serious danger. Not a duel you really want to take, even against this scout. ZyWoo misses his shot and takes a bit of damage, but gets away. RPK, as I said, playing Pit this time. Him and ZyWoo, along with Shocks, are playing very passive positions, but ones that are still denying the space from the Ninjas. It's the 3 players of Ninjas, 2 up in apps, 1 here on short. Very much would like to find a kill, but ZTR fully blind goes down to RPK, and the other 2 just have to go. Shocks hoses down Hampus. Knock gonna waddle on out of there, tail between his legs, op between his legs, to fight another day. Pivotal frag that round with ZTR not finding RPK. He had the crosshair perfect. He knew he was exactly ready for the position. Oh, and Apex finds the op as Knock misses the quick shot. But if ZTR finds RPK before he goes blind there, or if he gets out of dodge, they have a much better chance. Yeah, frustrated there. He knows. Three players A site for Vitality, and Plopsky hops up on logs and takes down Apex right away. Only one player left. We've got Shocks coming around to support, but Ninjas might want to go quick here to deny that space. Yep, 4 players up banana. Mizuta throwing out some utility to try and slow down the advance, and will get the trade out on Plopsky by holding his ground, and the Ninjas did not have anyone there to trade. They're going slow, and they're backing out. These smokes have scared them off. Also possibly spurred on by ZTR, taking a little bit of space here. If he can get up in halls, get some apps control, that could help this A advance, and they are certain that someone has to have rotated over to the B site. Likely familiar that Shocks will be playing that rotate position, but with that early pick, we're only looking at 2 players here. That being said, these 2 players are ZyWoo with an op and RPK and Pit, which is not a fun bunch to. Oh, ZyWoo with the lineup doesn't get the second kill as Hampus trades him out. But he did hit the collateral and did do a ton of damage. Shocks will kill Knock over on Arches, leaving us in a 2v2. Hampus will get the bomb plant, res down and Pit. This position definitely favors the Ninjas, but we'll see if Vitality can find a crack in the defense. These Ninjas players so low, and Hampus aggresses and loses out. Rez has to play patient here. He can see the bomb. His position's perfect. He spots the first player on short, and the other one on long. Behind that smoke, he sees him in library. He just needs to buy time, and he finds Shocks. But Mizuta will swing out for the trade and get on the bomb with plenty of time. Hampus and Knock both losing their lives for free over on Arch that round. Not ready for the position of the Vitality players. Yeah, here's ZyWoo's lineup. He does hit the collateral, does a huge amount of damage to Hampus if he gets both of those kills. Likely an even better looking round for Vitality. Rez frustrated. He had chances to win that round. He had taps at the heads of both of those players, but not able to find Mizuta on the first batch. Shoxy, big round so far. Big map so far. Up at 7 kills alongside RPK. Been so strong from that balcony and pit position on A. And now we've got Deagles and 1 hero rifle over on the Ninjas side. Rez hoping to find a couple of kills, and we know he's capable. Shoxy smoked off towards Arches, or ZyWoo smoked off towards Arches. Shoxy playing sight. That frag grenade, ooh, that's gonna hurt. Rez does make it out alive. His armor likely saving him from death there. Throws the AK over to Knock. And looks like the play is on A, and we have Vitality responding. Mizuta pushing down Banana. Apex already into the site. Shocks finds the first on the approach. ZyWoo actually will steal that away, take another, but the trades are there. Although Shocks puts an end to this round. Hampus buried in pit, no gun, up against ZyWoo's op. That'll do it. Shocks holding very strong on that site. Hampus gonna smoke off long and actually has an M4 here. Could do something if he finds this pick onto Shocks. He spots him, but Shocks playing it perfectly, ever so patient, not giving it up, waiting till his teammates can push in through that Molotov. Hampus can't find Mizuta. He made me believe for a minute there, but not able to find any of those 3 picks or any real chance at that round after Shocks' iron defense. Just not ready for that position. They were hoping to get the quick plant and be able to fall off towards pit, maybe smoke off ZyWoo, defend the plant. Shocks' aggression pays off. He has just been in the right place at the right time near every round here thus far on Inferno. Vitality 5-4. Plopsky aggressing again. He spotted Mizuta on the jump, but that spot should have been mutual. Plopsky in a lot of trouble here. They know exactly where he is, and they're pressuring him with sprays and utility. Hiding in the smoke, cool and collected. Only going to lose about 35 health. And Vitality backs off. Plopsky holds strong. Would have been easy to give up that kill for free. Good util coming out. Ninjas maybe hoping to take a little bit of control of top banana here. Only 2 players on the site. ZTR holding boiler. Watching for those rotates that will be coming his direction. He could get a swing out here if Vitality muff this timing at all. ZyWoo boosted over the smoke, checking, and that'll likely be the call for the rotate as he sees no one through mid. Vitality will be hearing players in banana. Shocks heads on over to support. Ninjas very patient here. Could be playing back towards A as they weren't interested in leveraging their advantage. But here they go, coming on out. Mizuta sprays down 2 from dark. Oh, that hurts. Hampus will find the trade, but Apex from his boosted position claws one back, leaves ZTR all alone, and ZTR does get 2 to actually find the bomb plant and take control of this site. ZyWoo on the op, RPK on the rifle. ZTR doesn't know exactly where they're coming from. One could easily be coming from banana. Well, one player's CT at least, but this is a bold position. This is a tough one to get 2 kills with. Should have the first most of the time. I say that, but he is against ZyWoo's op. This is a tall order. He does find ZyWoo. RPK there too. ZTR can't connect the spray. RPK goes down to half health and should have plenty of time for that defuse. ZTR had a great chance there, but his position pretty unfavorable to find both kills. Perhaps hoping that one was coming from banana. Mizuta holding so strong there. Didn't fall off after taking that first burst of damage and just holds down the spray for 2. Whoa, and we're getting dizzy now. RPK, miscommunication maybe, as he was still looking towards coffins even after ZyWoo went down. Maybe ZyWoo didn't know where he got killed from. But was able to transfer his gun barrel over and reset Nip's economy. ZyWoo with the aggressive peek, takes down Hampus, 10 damage on the retreat. 20 maybe. RPK playing close on balcony. If he gives up this gun here, there's a bit of a gap in the smoke. Rez can see a little bit through there. If he's able to find RPK without going down, this round turns around quickly. There's no one to support. They lose this bomb site, but they don't even check it. ZTR will get the trade after RPK takes down 1, and his smoke should buy him time to at least go grab RPK's gun. Shocks aggressing towards arches. And Vitality, scary push. ZTR needs to find something here with that recovered gun. One more smoke here from Plopsky to hold off Vitality, but it's not going to last too long. Oh, knock. Great play to aggress from Boiler and take down ZyWoo. Vitality players taking down most of the ninjas. We've got ZTR left with that rifle. Finds 1, and Mizuta, what? He just walked into the molly. There was no one alive. Mizuta giving up the round. How did he die there? That's his corpse there. ZTR is walking over. Maybe we'll see a replay here, but Mizuta just under no pressure, apparently just falls into a Molotov. ZTR, hero of that round. Great kill there to get that trade. He had no business getting it once they didn't check balcony. All chuckles there. That one hurts. That gave up the round. The 2v1 there, even at low health. They had a very good chance as they knew exactly where ZTR was playing from. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Did he just forget? That's a head scratcher. Under no pressure, 30 health, Molotov still burning away merrily for another few seconds. Mizuta just hands that 5th round over to the ninjas. So we'll take a pause here. ZTR had been struggling a little bit since some of his initial showings with Nip, but an insanely smart player with a lot of potential, very young, apparently already calling as IGL for a couple of maps. ZyWoo will get the opening kill on Plopsky, but ZTR leading his team so far in frags after a great couple of rounds on the A site. A lot of space taken here. Then ZTR keeping an eye on pit. No one down there. As the molly goes out, he'll aggress in and he'll lose out to Shocks, who gets 2. So sturdy on this bomb site. Hampus knows he's here though. The flash goes in. Hampus does not push off the flash and can't find him. Knock peeks in and takes him down. Shocks. An absolute thorn in Nip's side there. They, after giving up that first kill, everything falls apart as they're unable to trade. Off that flashbang, if Hampus had aggressed, Shocks was full blind. It was ZyWoo's flashbang. He might not have known. Apex, ever the high energy. IGL getting his team fired up with their slight lead going into our last couple rounds of the half. Nip, very little aggression towards the B site, and they have been getting brutalized on A as RPK and Shocks finding a ton of value over on that side, not to mention ZyWoo with his op lurking around there, but Zuda and Apex not getting tested that much over on the B side. The few times Nip have gotten banana control, they've usually fallen off. Let's see if they decide to go with a little aggression that way. As once again, the hero rifle. We have knock on an AK and armor. Ninja's favoring this strategy, I guess seeing something in it. Hampus cool and collected behind that Molotov. Vitality don't seem to suspect anything. They could annihilate him with some utility if they knew he was there. Zuda left all alone on this bomb site as we have RPK and ZyWoo heading back over to Arches. Guess some utility and some noise drew their attention. Oh, if Nip went right now, they'd have easy bomb control. And the tag on Mizuta, he's low. He will find Hampus though before going down, and that smoke puts a complete stop to Nip's plans. They're going to come through it, not ready for sandbags. Plopsky, you got to check that, my guy. Not ready for RPK though. He's going to come out from coffins off that quick rotate. Mizuta called for the rotate as soon as Knock though, finding two. Apex will finish off Rez, knocking the 2v1 with that recovered op. Knows there's a player here on Con. They're just going to be keeping an eye on the bomb. It's at top banana. Shocks lurking down banana, and Apex over in CT, leaving Knock with very few options and very little time. He needs to find a frag now. Nope, he'll just be saving the op. Maybe trying to find one exit onto Apex here, and he doesn't get him. Bullet apparently getting stopped by some geometry there. And he goes for the aggressive peek. Apex holds strong with the FAMAS, keeps Vitality on top, sets them for a ninth going into the half. Yeah, Plopsky came around that corner. Not sure where he was looking there. Should have known that, should have checked sandbags as the first player out, but maybe a lesson he'll remember next time. Shock's taking a lot of space here. He's got mid control and has not gone down. Rez taking a lot of damage, CTR a little bit of his own. These two players towards the A side of things. Shox is just settled in here, waiting to find a free kill. Someone aggressing towards banana or out of mid. Rez, oh no. He's in a lot of trouble. Do they have any idea Shox is here? Nope. Shox should get two. Playing very patient though, hoping for three. Finds Rez. Knock trades him out. Goes low, and that distraction will let ZyWoo take out ZTR. But great presence of mind by Knock to save some chance of a round for the Ninjas. ZyWoo fully blinded, doesn't care. Hampus no chance. It's ZyWoo. His bullets find a way. Plopsky, though, is taking a lot of space towards top banana, and Mizuta all alone with only one Molotov on this site. He would love to have a smoke in hand right now. Apex, no utility either on this rotate. This could go either way. Mizuta playing the jiggle game right into Plopsky's crosshairs, but Apex there for the trade. Not going to go for the fake. And gets the op shot. Nice job. Knock with two big frags this round to get that bomb plant. though it's going to be a tall order to make anything in this round. Kid on ZyWoo. Gives them a lot of time here, but Nock is unlikely to give him an angle, likely knowing that they're coming from CT. ZyWoo and RPK have made some retakes happen so far this round, this map. The lineup! Nock! With the 4K to clinch a 6th round. They walk into it. Ready for the play position ZTR had played earlier where RPK was able to punish, and Nock just swings out and takes down 2. This was so important. That was a tough flick. But this was just incredible. Look at that. They line up so perfect. They were jiggling around for that little corner, not ready for the play from Dark. Look at Rez fired up about that one. Into this last round, Vitality's buy broken. ZTR punishes the first aggressive player. RPK will claw one back and go down to Plopsky as we have a 4v3. ZyWoo with the Deagle finds one, but is traded out himself as well. And as easy as that, full control of the A site. Mizuta coming back in here with the 5-7 from Arches. Apex coming up mid with his CZ. Very low chance, but an early pick would be important. Apex does find one, but Nock will take Mizuta down. Now they know where he is. They know he's under-equipped. But he does have the bomb, and he's going to lurk back into that smoke and die to Hampus from Boiler for an 8-7 half. Great little run at the end of that one from the Ninjas. They started out strong, lost a lot of rounds in a row, and then clawed it back with some heroics. All of the Ninjas looking hot today. No one really shining that much brighter than the others. Ninja's very happy to have this round where it is, this map in the state that it is. And we got to talk about this round from Nock. Absolutely incredible to find that collateral. Takes the aggressive peek. Could have been punished so hard for that, as Dark is such a common position to play in a situation like that. Could have died to a Molotov, could have died to a frag grenade. And let's zip ahead a little bit. The luxury of replays. Let's get back into this second pistol round and see what Vitality can do on the T side. Hampus gets smashed by a headshot from Mizuta as he swings out from mid. And has given up the early lead. Vitality heavy favorites in the odds, but definitely not a team that you can count on to win every match in which they're favored. Shock's aggressing towards Pit and can't find anything as ZTR takes down 2. ZyWoo will get the trade, but can't finish off Rez. Now that's the bomb down in Pit with Rez covering it and a crossfire set up from his teammates. Apex in a very tough spot. Mizuta on his way over to help. He's going to go towards Long. Apex tapping away at Pit, really wants to find that head to get a chance at the bomb. Mizuta will get Plopsky in Library, which is big. Apex, another chance missed. Gonna fall away. Mizuta gonna go towards balcony, see if he can get the drop on these Pit players. They still have plenty of time. Rez playing in mini won't be too vulnerable to anything from Balk, especially as Nock blows away both remaining players up onto 16 frags. What a big run of rounds for Nock. The Ninja's sniper, even when he's on the USP, it seems. Oh, and these 2 frags from ZTR, we got to talk about these. 1, 2, bang, bang. These 2 players in Pit could have been overwhelmed, but he holds so strong. And ZyWoo just kind of panic spraying around Rez, not able to close out that kill. The round goes an entirely different way if ZyWoo takes Pit control and hangs onto the bomb there. ZyWoo blown away by a frag grenade early here. Vitality fanning out. 3 players on the A site, 1 playing over towards Arches. Nock in that rotate position. 4 MP9s here against 4 fully armored players. Interesting decisions by Vitality. I guess they very much ready for this buy from the Ninjas, and this could come back to bite them. Vitality are almost favored here. These See, or these Mac 10s, not exactly what you're looking for. Or Tech 9s, beg your pardon. But this armor could stymie some pick attempts. And Ninjas will likely be playing as if Vitality were unarmored. Knock with the M4, though. This could do a lot of damage over here from this cubby position. ZyWoo takes arch control, heads back towards CT. They might be doing a pinch on the B site here. It looks like that's the play. We've got Shox and Apex going up banana into two MP9s. They're in a lot of trouble, and that's the bomb. If Shox goes down here, the round is over. He knows it. Peeking out, but the aggression down mid will get him. Shox almost able to find knock, but not to be. ZyWoo does find Hampus after picking up an AK, but not gonna happen. Ninjas take the lead on 9. He's in a bit of an awkward spot here with a couple of submachine guns, but they'll just take the bonus. Rez and ZTR, we know they can be scary players, even with those lesser weapons, especially against Vitality, who forced up last round and will just be on a few deagles here and no utility to speak of. Ninja's taking a lot of map control here. They've got aggression down mid, and they've got a lot of space down banana. Hampus peeking deep. Gets tapped through the smoke by ZyWoo. Had no idea it was there, just finds a way, as ZyWoo does. Plopsky will find RPK, though. Wins the exchange of sprays, but Apex blows Hampus away through the plywood there. And he spots Plopsky's head, but he can't connect the shots. Flick's not really landing. Rez holding the line on mid here behind these pillars. And we'll take down Mizuta with a little help from ZyWoo. Bit of spray gone awry, it seems. Apex would love to find this kill and take the B bomb site, but Plopsky playing very patient. Knows Apex's position, just going to hold the line here. Vitality pinched in on banana, in a lot of trouble. Oh, Plopsky. Oh, Plopsky, ever so clean. Vitality, make that round seem doable for sure. Finding a lot of space, finding a lot of success in little ways, but when it came down to it, the line was held. Here it is, just standing right out in the middle of the alleyway, tears his shirt open, dares them to come and mess with him, and kicks them into the pit. ZyWoo on the op, no helmet, no utility. They want to get that big green gun in his hands. We know he can work wonders with it. Aggression towards apps. Got CTR pinned down in here with Rez and support. We saw one of these tense positions with the roles exchanged last map. CTR losing out on a duel to Shox and giving up the round, but this time they're not interested in taking it as they Ninjas players fall away to balcony and drop down towards pillars. ZyWoo not spotting that cross. Guess not visible. Plopsky playing from CT. That smoke will stop the aggression towards banana. Vitality, again, milling about, taking a lot of space, getting a lot of information, but not really amounting to much here. They do have Ninjas fairly well outgunned, so the longer this goes, without giving up a pick, the better for them. Knock from this coffin's position, though, could make a lot of trouble for Vitality. That smoke is going to stop this banana advance, and they're more or less committed. 30 seconds, they've got to go. Rez swings out. It does find RPK somehow and finds the second onto ZyWoo. How on earth did Rez survive long enough to get those kills? He was looking entirely the wrong way through that first smoke. Vitality going to go fast as they can towards this A site, see if they can find a bomb plant in time. Hampus down in mini to be tested along with ZTR on site. Just playing the time here. Hampus finds Shox. Almost no chance that Vitality get the plant here. ZTR will ensure it with 2 headshots from the SMG. That MP9 that he was kind of stuck with, a little bit of a white elephant. Working wonders. And that should be Vitality's money broken as they kind of forced up to get these guns. RPK just fully blind, could not find anything. And look at that transfer from ZTR onto Apex. Frustrated. Apex not really finding much in the way of frags. Got that kill through the plywood last round. And the energy on the Ninjas side. That's really the X factor there. When a team is having that much fun and all of their players are performing at this high level. See the Rez last place on 11 frags, but he was the one we just saw fired up. You know he's happy to see his teammates doing so well. Pistols from Vitality, some aggression towards short A. With one player up in apps. Rez fully flashed. He could be in trouble, but ZTR finds two. Knock will help with the third. And just like that, ZTR, that position Shocks had so much success from on the other side. Does great work against the eco of Vitality, but Vitality will be bought up here. ZyWoo should be back on the op against his counterpart in Knock. Bank getting very comfortable here for the Ninjas. Another win is going to send them, another decisive win is going to put them in a very firm position to close out this map. Not the end of the world for Vitality, as it is the Ninjas' pick, but they would like to at least have a bit of a better showing here. Zuda, fire's really been an issue for him this one so far. Knock, Mizuda's not going to be ready. Knock takes him down. Shocks knows where Knock is, but is not going to aggress. Aggression takes Mizuda down more or less for free, leaving Vitality in a 4v5. Their money will be broken again if they can't at least find a bomb plan here. Knock and Rez, pinned down towards arches. Not going to head out for the rotate, possibly? No, pulled back towards the A site by Shocks, making a little bit of a racket. We've got three Vitality players at the top of Banana. Ninjas don't appear ready as Nox still sitting there in Library. It seems like Ninjas have no idea that this is where the play is coming from Vitality yet. Nox finally starts to rotate, but it doesn't matter. The Ninjas find a 3-for-1 from this crossfire. Vitality had the numbers advantage. Shocks is able to convert one onto Plopsky and will find this bomb plant, which is so important. Their money is in bad shape. And he does have a chance at this one. 3 players left is going to be tough and goes full blind and pinned to the wall by Nox Op. Knock up onto 21-9. What a day he's having. See what the loss bonus is like for Vitality and how they decide to play it. Yeah, up around the 5,000s. Shouldn't have a problem buying up here with some extra grenades courtesy of Shocks. But wow, those 2 kills from Plopsky and Hampus, as well as Plopsky swinging out and finding the third onto Apex, were huge. And there's nothing you can do about that. Vitality did everything right. They forced the proper rotations. After Bazuda goes down, that was the best scenario they could have hoped for. They just needed to find the heads, find the proper positions, use the utility to create advantages, and they were not able to. Best performer over on Vitality is Shocks. Very solid on the defense, as well as that great round there to get the bomb plant and ensure a decent buy for Vitality. But still way behind some of the high performers. ZTR and Knock both having fire maps for the Ninjas here. Putting rest thoughts that this was going to be a blowout on the Vitality side. No op for ZyWoo here, just AKs across the board. A lot of utility coming down Banana. We had 3 Molotovs blanketing the bottom of it. Vitality going to be making a quick play towards arches. 3 players out here. Knock will find Apex, and Rez on the wrap from Boiler finds another. Vitality lose 2 entering the site, and CTR to be tested, and he finds both. Of course he does. Shocks left all on his own, maybe to pad the stats a little bit, maybe to get some revenge on ZTR. Nope. P250, ZTR will take his 3rd in the round. And Vitality, quick, decisive set piece, trying to create an opening and get slaughtered for the attempt. Their money set very low again. Knock, this timing. Oh, it looks like he spotted the tracer rounds through the smoke. CTR with that great spray transfer. ZyWoo full speed, couldn't get a shot off before his head gets taken off. And again, just the energy and the excitement across this NIP team. They're having a blast. And you love to see it. Hampus flashed out, will find one before he's traded. Does give up the AK though. That's gotta hurt. Plopsky holds strong, finds one, can't quite find Mizuta, but Mizuta and RPK with 17 health between them. A little bit of utility could do the trick. It's 3v3. They are going to get the bomb plant. Probably getting that op back for ZyWoo, which is absolutely something. CT smoked off. We do have CTR pushing up Banana. Apex will take down Rez. This is getting tricky as RPK finds this one onto ZTR, and Vitality have made this happen. Ninja's maybe getting a little overconfident there. Hampus's aggressive peek only finds one. And just not quite clearing their angles the rest of the way, not quite finding those duels, getting players very low. Knock will take Apex's head off, and oh, misses the flick onto Mizuta. Will the Vitality players survive this bomb, though? I think Mizuta might go down. Only on 2 health. Yeah, there he goes. RPK makes it out with the AK-47 and 15 HP, and the 9th for Vitality, keeping this one at least in the conversation of a comeback. And Vitality were in a firm lead at one point. Ninjas have had a great CT side so far. Vitality seems like they've been trying to force the issue a little bit. Ninjas were playing very patient, waiting for picks, wasn't always panning off on their T side, but Vitality with these aggressive, decisive plays that have more often than not been getting shut down. AKs across the board. ZyWoo choosing not to go for that op, which they likely could have done with some kind of drop scenario, but T-side op not always the play, depending on where they're headed. And they'll take the boost up into apps. 2 players up here. No one for the Ninjas, as they're both playing short. Apex explodes out of boiler. Some utility gives him the space he needs for a peek, and we've now got CTR and Rez pinned down on site, with Hampus rotating over to Graveyard. Plopsky has Banana to himself. Knock will hold it as Plopsky goes rotating back towards Arches. Vitality now being very patient with all this control. Maybe hoping to convince the Ninjas that they've backed off, maybe trying to decide if they're going to back off, as they do very much have that option. Scary situation for the Ninjas. Frag Grenade goes out and does take a big chunk out of ZyWoo, and Knock holds strong on Banana. RPK was not ready for the close position. ZTR gets a lot of information there on long. Plopsky not able to capitalize though, as Shox takes a great duel, and they're going to take control of CT. Mizuta and Shox coming through. ZyWoo on the lurk will find Rez. Knock needs to hold strong here. Finds the leg of Mizuta. To be tested here, misses the flick, gets stuck on the box, gives up the sight. Hampus and ZTR. No interest in pushing out for this one. Knock had a chance. It was a tricky one, as he was getting aggressed from a lot of sides and he was not in a great position, but he had a chance of making something of that defense. But Vitality really playing the mind games there, taking things very slow, taking a lot of space, opening up as many lanes as possible before they choose to commit to one. And it is the play through Arches, with ZyWoo on that lurk finding Rez as maybe the pivotal kill of that round. Hunting down some of these survivors. Hampus down here in Mexico. Heard the CT players. He's going to check for Apex and he's going to find him. Hampus, big brain. Still having fun. Gave up that round. Still having fun. Taking that gun away. A little bit at Apex's expense. I'll say that 5 times fast. That was huge too. Shox winning that duel after the information was there. ZTR had spotted the 2 players towards long. Plopsky, yeah, a little frustrated there. He knew he was getting swung on in that safe position, and Shox just finds his head. Still in great form today at 17-17. Aggression up Banana. Vitality players standing at the bottom of that molly, and they're dunked by a frag grenade. Apex and RPK going down to half health, but they'll return the gift to sender as they kill Hampus. Vitality taking more damage, but keeping all 5 players alive definitely favors them. Apex spraying into the smoke. Thinks maybe there's a player down low. And Vitality have walked back mid, and Rez has the information. He spotted them out. He'll swing out. Suda blinded, finds his head, and the round for Vitality. They get their 11th. And this is getting really close. Ninjas should still have a buy here, as we still have ZTR on 6,000. Should be saving this gun. And Nox still comfortably holding that op, but next round is going to be make or break. 12-14 or 14-12 with your money broken is not a comfortable position to be in by any means. Ninjas playing these safe positions, playing pretty default and standard, are just getting caught out by some of the map control Vitality have been able to take, some of the aggressive pushes they've been making. Rez got that info that they were coming up mid, and that aggressive swing out did not do the trick. Once he folds, that A site is gone. Vitality putting a few rounds together here, making a map out of it, as they're up onto 11. Ninjas, yeah, definitely good call. As I said, this is a vital round. They might still be able to buy comfortably in the following round. Big bank still on ZTR and Knock. Losing the last couple rounds, but not dying and finding a good amount of picks. Knock up onto 24, still leading the server. We'll see what they can come up with here, though. Got to try and find a way to deny all the space Vitality have been taking. Try and punish them for some of this aggression, some of these aggressive positions they've been taking. The Tank having a bit of a quiet map ever since some of his heroics from balcony on the CT side. But just a solid player, not always flashy, doesn't need to be. It's just what Vitality needs to enable their stars. Still though, him and Apex both down on 13 kills. Even with Rez on the Ninjas side. Ninjas Hampus, what is that position, my friend? Utility out, shoulder hanging out around the corner, and ZyWoo punishes him for it. Ninjas, after that timeout, Hampus gives one up for free. That's gotta hurt. No rotation still, leaving Plopsky all alone here, although Nock is in position for a fairly quick rotate if need be, over on that long position. Plopsky has this smoke to hopefully slow things down, but he should be calling for rotates soon. No, Nock's still firmly there. Shock's up in the apps. Definitely heard by Resin ZTR. They should be confirming there's someone here, but Plopsky, if he goes down, this round's over. Ninjas may have just accepted that. Patience paying off, though. Vitality's cheating back towards A, expecting the rotate, it would seem. Shock's up in apps. The rest of the players headed towards mid. Rez and Knock with a huge crossfire setup. They could find 2 kills before Vitality even know what's happened to them here. Util coming out. Knock to be tested. Oh, the jiggle catches him out. Not able to find anything. Although Mizuta does go low. ZDR jiggling out. Not able to find anything. Knock will take 1. Apex finds Rez, and Knock misses his shot, misses a second shot, and Apex blinded takes him down and wins the round for Vitality. This one hurts. This one hurts. Knock missed a lot of shots in that round, having a great map so far, but just not able to find what he needed to. Did get that only pick of the round for them, but had the opportunity for at least 2 more. ZTR with those jiggles was hoping to find some heads from that pillared position, but their aggressive crossfire punished. Vitality making all the right decisions here. Got to give some credit to Apex. Got to give some credit to ZTQQQ, or however you'd like me to pronounce their coach's name, because they have figured it out. They appear to have cracked the code of the Ninja CT side, at least for now, and Ninja's not a lot more chances to re-encrypt it. Another timeout for Ninjas. Likely trying to decide to do with this economic situation. Knock with a good chunk of change could still drop a gun over. They could still have most of a buy here. Or they could give up 13. and try and find match point on the following round. Almost certainly going to be the buy, as the bank account's pretty comfortable all across, but could be one of their last. Vitality on a hot streak here, feeling very good and not really doing it with heroic individual plays. They're not winning crazy duels, although Shox has hit the occasional really nice shot as part of this run. They're just winning on positioning. They're winning on decision making. The rounds are often over with 3 or 4 ninjas still up. Hampus has definitely struggled a little bit over this last stretch, but seems like spirits are still up in the ninjas camp. Giving up that frag top banana to ZyWoo's aggressive peak had to hurt. Let's see what ninjas come up with coming out of this timeout. Double op setup. Knock and Hampus both on the ops. Hampus towards banana. Knock towards apps. Apex tapping away, hoping to find a wallbang headshot, which would be a disaster for the ninjas. Hampus holding the same position he got picked in last time, but this time with the sniper, says just try and get that quick flick on me, but look at those bullets connecting right next to Knock. Ice in his veins as he stands firm. Hampus should be good for one here. Nope. Molotov will push him off. They're ready for that position. Now they know he's here. Yeah, and they're going to choose not to aggress quite yet. Apex on this boost, hoping to catch someone peeking. Plopsky almost gave it to him, but falls away just in time. Bomb still back in spawn. Vitality just looking for map control and hoping for a pick. But have not peeked into any of these op sight lines. Look at how much space Apex has. Knows exactly where these players are. Shox gets res off the boost. Shox with a great shot. But Plopsky did well to get that first and open up Apex for the second. Now the play has to be towards A. Vitality. Chances in this round falling apart. Great patience from the ninjas over on that B site. They give up all the space and then snap, take the 2 kills in a second. So I will find ZTR through the smoke. This could be enough for a plant if Knock falls, but Knock, of course not. 28 and 11. 2 easy frags to find map point for the ninjas. Vitality, very comfortable economically. Mizuta over 10K will have no problem throwing a gun over to ZyWoo. That wall bang through the smoke. Yeah, it took him 2 tries at it, but ZTR does fall. Look at Knock here. Heroics from this young man over this entire map. And Vitality, lives on the line here. They need to find something. They've had a lot of success over their last round of T rounds, but that's stumbling a bit there. And no lives left. Apex. Frag grenade won't find anything, but he does get a lot of space up on banana. Hampus, no op this time. Just the AK, but equally deadly if you aim it right. Flashbang's going to give RPK a bit of space. He gets fully blinded and has to fall away. Hampus spamming into that smoke. No one's really taking any damage except RPK, but it looks like Vitality are looking towards banana here. Knock very ready for a rotate as he's playing an arch, but he's actually aggressing up a little bit. Wants to get some info about what's going on mid as Vitality are setting up for a big execute. Flashes, mollies, smokes going out. Plopsky on the boost position, finds the first, is traded by RPK. Hampus gets one from behind the boxes and stays alive. He spots out ZyWoo, flash goes up, takes down ZyWoo, takes down, oh, can't quite finish Shox as Shox finds another head. He has been quick today, finding that kill off the boosted res earlier, but Knock will get Apex aggressing towards construction. Shox down on to 5 health with just a dream of keeping this round alive. He knows Knox is towards Khan, but does he know ZTR's with him? Great position here to find at least one. And he will find ZTR. Knock goes down low and Shox finishes it. 5 health. Saves the round, saves Vitality's chances at this map. Sets them in a great position to start thinking about overtime. Shocks steps up when called upon. Hampus had him dead to rights earlier after finding that kill onto ZyWoo. Hampus 5 damage away from being the hero and closing out that round with a monster one of his own. Closing out the map in favor of Ninjas, but not to be, and Ninjas on a broken bye, ready to give up this 14th. Take one more shot at keeping this out of overtime. Have not had much success on ecos thus far, but Hampus actually on this scout, leaving Knock on the Deagle to play over from Coffins. Spam exchanged on Banana, no damage done yet, except for just a little tickle to res. Vitality smokes going out, CT and Coffin smoked off. These two players here on the bomb site could do a lot of work. These P250s can find heads at this range quite easily, as Rez looks like he's going to flash for the peak. Knock swings out, but is blinded. Seems like a bit some crossed wires, or maybe Vitality flash there. So I will get one, but Knock finishes off Apex with that Deagle. Rez in a great position, only finds one. Plopsky not able to do anything more. CTR going to come in and maybe take a peek with the Deagle. A couple of players low. If he finds ZyWoo and RPK here, either of them, Flash goes out as he heads through the smoke to his death, almost certainly. Now, does well to get the wall bang on RPK to bring him to death's door, but that will be 14 for Vitality. Ninjas, last chance to close this one out. Vitality, their final hurdle to bring this to OT and to take Nip's map point away from them. Up on the ground, as Vitality have decided to go just AKs here, not interested in grabbing that up for the offense. That leads me to believe there's some kind of set piece coming out here. ZyWoo not looking for picks. They're looking for a bomb site. RPK, control of top Banana. Knock with this aggressive peek, finds Mizuta, does not get ZyWoo on the trade. RPK's gone very low over on Banana, but 1-for-1 favors Team Vitality on this T side. And their star player in this map, at least, and their Opera out of the round. It's not a comfortable position for Ninjas. Rez sees that long smoke. Should give the information. CTR, all too important here, playing from pit. Rez should get that molly up onto, oh no, he goes short with it. Just gonna keep RPK out of this round a little longer. Hampus, great 1-2 punch there with the molly keeping RPK pinned in and Hampus finding the kill. Standoff across this smoke here. This is the round. Who finds these frags first? CTR getting sprayed. Rez will find ZyWoo though. Vitality go down and lose the map. Such a good opportunity. Not able to find the kills. Ninjas so disciplined, so smart, so patient through those smokes. Close it out 16-14. What a map and what a start to this series. I've been One Jack. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.